Yesterday, today, and forevermore. What you say is what you do. You never fail. Hi, my name is Ola of All Things Natural. If you're watching me again for the first time this afternoon, I'll introduce myself. I am Ola. I am the founder of All Things Natural. All Things Natural is a small business that I own. I use herbs to fix hair and skin problem in whatever way that I can. So once again, welcome to my channel. And for just 5 minutes this afternoon, I just want to quickly show us how to properly moisturize your hair. Some of us have hair butters. Some people have hair grease. Some people call it hair grease. Some people call it hair cream. Whatever it is that you have, that is a grease, that is a butter that you use to moisturize your hair, I just want to show you the proper way to do it. So many people complain of dry hair, and there can be so many reasons why some people have dry hair. Quickly this afternoon, I'm just going to tell you 2 reasons why your hair is dry. Number 1 reason why your hair might be dry is because of the way that it might be because of the way that your hair curls. That means your curl pattern might be affecting the way that your hair dries out quickly. And the reason why I said that is because there's all kinds of patterns to everybody's hair. Our curls grow in a certain way, and because it's curly, there's a possibility and there's a likelihood that the natural sebum, which is an oil that our scalp produces, like we all know, the scalp is a skin, just like the skin on your face or any part of your body. The scalp is a skin, and because the scalp on our skin produces a natural oil, and there's a possibility that that oil that our scalp produces does not flow to our hair shaft just because of the way that our curls are formed. If you will notice, for people that have bone straight hair, I have friends that have bone straight hair, and I have seen that most of them, not even some of them, their hair is always greasy. And this set of people don't normally like to apply any kind of hair butter or hair grease on their hair. It is because their hair is straight. It is easy for the sebum, which is the natural oil that our scalp produces. It is easy for that oil to flow to their hair shaft because their hair is bone straight, and that's why their hair is always greasy. For those of us that have kinky hair, coily hair, because of the way that the patterns of the curls form, it's kind of tricky for the sebum in our scalp to flow to our hair shaft and to keep it moisturized. That is one reason why your hair will be dry. Another reason why your hair dry out is probably the way that you shampoo your hair. Some people, when they shampoo, they like to use hot water. It is not good to use hot water to shampoo your hair. I always encourage that. That is not to say you cannot do it. Anybody can do whatever they like. I'm just here offering advice based on experience. If you use hot water to shampoo your hair, there is a likelihood that it's not a likelihood. Anytime you use hot water, too hot of water to shampoo your hair, it opens up the cuticle of your hair, and whatever moisture that is trapped in your hair cuticle or in your scalp already, it's escaped, and there's no way to trap it in back. So I always tell people, when you shampoo your hair, you want to use cold water to shampoo your hair. Cold water have a way of just sealing back your cuticle, your scalp, sealing back everything. Don't use hot water. You can use hot water in cases where, for those people who still use chemical relaxers, some people prefer to use hot water because hot water kinds of help to melt the relaxer quickly. So that is the second reason why your hair would be dry. when you use hot water. Try as much as possible, if your weather tolerates it, to use lukewarm water or cold water. So those are the two main reasons why. There's so many other reasons, but I'm just sharing two with us today. So your curl pattern, number one, is going to affect how your hair gets dried out easily. If it's kinky, there's a likelihood that the oil that your scalp is producing would not flow to your cuticle or your hair shaft. That's it. And briefly, I will just jump into it. I will just show you the proper way to moisturize your hair. If you have an hair grease, an hair butter, whatever it is that you use to moisturize your hair, there's a proper way to do it. Laying the cream. This is my hair butter from my store, All Things Natural. Laying the cream, I've realized that directly on your dry hair just makes it to sit. It doesn't really do much. It just sits on your hair. It doesn't go anywhere. It sits on your hair. The proper way to moisturize your hair is actually to apply the moisturizer on your damp hair. So now my hair is damp. Sorry, my hair is not damp. My hair is dry now, and I just want to show you the way that I moisturize it. What I go to do is I use this is just a sample of my hair detangler. I use my detangle and I spray it sparingly, not too much. I don't want to make my hair wet. I just spray it. If you don't have an hair detangler at home, you can go ahead and use water. You can put water in an applicator bottle and just spray it on your hair, just a little, to make it damp. You know, I feel my hair damp already, and then I go and I take my hair butter. My hair butter is made from unrefined shea butter. Some people say shea butter smells. I use some fragrance oil to mask the smell, but I prefer to buy the unrefined shea butter because it does the job. By the time you start buying shea butter that is unrefined, it's like they're taking out something is already taken out from that shea butter, and it doesn't work the way that it's supposed to work. So after making my hair damp, shea butter melts. The proper way to use shea butter is when you apply it on your palms. When you apply shea butter on your palm, you want to rub it together until it kind of melts and it's shiny and colorless. And then you go ahead and apply it on your damp hair. This is the effective way. This is the most effective way to use hair butter, hair cream, hair grease to moisturize your hair. You have to keep your hair damp. If you apply it straight to dry hair, it does not really do anything. The shea butter or the grease or whatever it is that you're using just kind of sits on your hair, and in a couple of hours you're wondering, oh, my hair is still dry, what's going on? It's just that the cream or the butter or the grease, whatever you're using, is just sitting down on your hair. It's just laying there doing nothing. But applying water on it makes it more effective. You can see the difference. I'm going to move closer to the camera. The other one that I did, I don't know if you can see the hair butter is just sitting there. But if you apply water, what the trick, I'm going to try to explain. I'm going to explain what applying water to your hair, how it helps with the moisturizing of your hair. The reason why you're applying water, some people have water-based moisturizer already, that's fine. But for those of you that your moisturizers are just oil-based, you want to put water on your hair because water acts as a film. When you put the water on your hair and then put the water acts as a film and attracts the oil to your hair, and the oil binds onto the water. That is the actual moisturization. That is what makes your hair to stay moisturized. I encourage you to just try it. Try this at home, and maybe you should try just applying the grease on your damp hair for one day, and then the next day try to apply water, make your hair damp, and then apply the butter, and you can tell the difference. The difference is always very clear because the grease will sit. It will actually do the job that is meant to do. It will sit firmly on your hair. It will moisturize your hair cuticle. It will moisturize the hair shaft. So that is an effective way to moisturize your hair. And that's all that I just wanted to show us today. I told you that it's just going to be it's not going to be a too long video today. An effective way to moisturize your dry hair. I challenge you to try this. Reach out to me if you tried and let me know how this works out for you. Thank you, and God bless, and have a great day. Don't forget, if you're here for the first time, if you are not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe. I encourage you to comment. I am open for consultations. I encourage you to also subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe so that when I have new videos out, you can see the video and you can learn from it. Stay blessed. Have a great day.